Possible. All right, next one that we're talking about on the docket is the next film, and that is The Authority, one of the obscure projects that I am so hyped for. The Authority is a super, super interesting project. It's right there on the right-hand side. Let me go ahead and break it down for you via the Variety article real quick. It says an ensemble movie about superhumans who have less than idealistic approach to saving the world. James Gunn said he is very excited about this project. The characters are originally from Wildstorm, which is basically a rival comic company, and was launched in 1992 as an independent entity under a current DC comic. And the Wildstorm characters were then later folded into the main line when DC rebooted for New 52. The Authority, let's see. James Gunn said this: it isn't just a story of heroes and villains, and not every movie and TV show is going to be about good guys versus bad. These are people that are very questionable, like the Authority, who basically believe that you can't fix the world in an easy manner, and they take things into their own hands. They're kind of like Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men. They know what they want. They know that you want them on the wall, or at least they believe that. It's being written now, and it did not say who is actually writing it, but there is a giant writing room that is being involved, which is really, really cool. Here is an image. Let me go and bring it up. I can't break down every single character, but this is one of the images that was used during the announcement, and this is what some of them look like. So here's the main team of the Authority. And I will say this. So you have the gentleman with the glowing ring around his head. He was kind of created in comparison to Superman. And the gentleman down here in the black suit was created in comparison to Batman. The only difference is they are actually partners in life.
Boyfriend.
They are partners in life. They aren't just leaders of the team, but they are partners in life. And obviously you could see a Hawk Girl type character. You have a Wonder Woman type character. They're very similar. Honestly, I read this and my first thought was, okay, this is James Gunn doing Guardians of the Galaxy for DC, but this is the Inhumans announcement Marvel made when they were originally going to do Inhumans, but this movie's actually going to happen. Like, WB is actually going to do this movie. I liken it very much to what Marvel was going to do with Inhumans. I'm excited. It's interesting. It's different. It's unique. It's characters we've never met before. And they don't really kind of toe the line of like the Justice League. They are very much kind of a back and forth type of character. So I'm all for it.
So I actually knew about Midnighter and Apollo, the Superman and the Batman ones. Those were the only two I knew about. I didn't know they were a part of the Authority, but I knew those two existed, obviously, because I was like, oh, a boyfriend type superhero thing. So I knew that. So when I saw their image come up, I went, oh, those are gay characters. So I was like, this is going to be great. Like, I was all on board. Like, and people are going to be pissed when these two come in. It's like Superman and Batman and their boyfriends. So I'm all for that because it's going to be interesting to see how people react to that. Yeah, I love it. I don't know anything about the Authority.
We don't know anything about it right now. We know nothing.
No, but I meant like comics or any of that.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I have no backstory of knowing it other than just Midnighter and Apollo being partners. That's it. That's as far as my knowledge goes. Nice. Midnighter, yeah. So I dig it. I think this to me is very smart because this is setting up like you still have like a Justice League type thing, maybe like just that, like
the group, the team.
Yeah, that group aspect, because you don't want to immediately jump back into the Justice League. So it's like, let's give them this, and who knows? Maybe they become bad at some point, and you're going to have the two groups going.
I think you're 100% going to see Justice League versus the Authority.
Perfect. Yeah. So I dig it. I love it. I think it's awesome. And again, down.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of the Authority before, but I'm so glad that James Gunn did this video, because the little things that he said about these characters, like 30 seconds he took to talk about each project, gave me enough information on each one. And I loved it, because what he said, I forget the exact wording, but he said they're superheroes who think the world is like gone too far, or it's corrupt or something. They basically believe like the world is corrupt and it's not worth saving, or something like that. And so
basically believe you can't fix the world in an easy manner, and they take things into their own hands.
Exactly. So that's what I was looking for. And so knowing that, their ideals are definitely going to conflict with.
They sound like the anti-heroes of DC.
With Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, you know, they're definitely going to have a problem with these guys.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see that, because, you know, we're going to meet our Superman. Eventually we're going to meet our Batman, and then we're going to meet this group. And I think they're going to be a problem for the main DC heroes. So
I love it.
I'm excited about that. Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. We're going to learn much more about that. There was no official release date for that, but it's going to be released after Superman. So it could be fall of 25 or spring of 26. And if I'm not mistaken, Peter Safran said that they are aiming for 2 films a year and 2 series a year.
So Mike,
that's good.
What I was just going to say is, where do you think the farthest this chapter will hit? 2027?
Well, let's say they do 2 movies a year and 2 series a year starting in 25. Or let's say 25, let's say they do 1 movie, 1 series.
Well, because there's going to be nothing next year, right?
So no, there's nothing. So 25 would be 1 movie, 1 series. Let's just hypothetically say that's 1 movie, 1 series. That's 2 projects out of the way. That leaves 4 movies and 4 series. That's 26 and 27. Okay. So that's 3 years worth of content essentially.
That's fine.
And then 28 would be some new stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I think they're genius for not oversaturating it.
I agree too.